Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. My presentation will cover the policy review, conclusion, and some of the concluding remarks. If you follow all the presentation from the morning to till now, someone can think that all of them are some kind of isolated research. Actually, it is not. It is very well articulated and well planned research. All of them are, and main idea was to get a bigger picture of seismic assessment of Dhaka city. As you heard already, that we are going to publish a book from the outcome of group number 4. That is, the name of that book will be Towards Seismic Resilience of Dhaka City and Urban Planning Perspective. What we understand, earthquake is not a. It has a very wide aspects to consider. It's not only the building issue, is not only the area issue. It has larger perspective. For example, it has geological, morphological, geoengineer, geotechnical aspect, and also it has building issue, how we are constructing the buildings, and what emergency response and rescue operation we have. That's why we thought we need to develop a comprehensive methodology so that we can get a city-wide comprehensive vulnerable assessment. That was the main issue. And for that, we developed our whole content, like part 1, part A, part B, part C, D, E, F. These are the 6 parts in consisting 8 chapters. Already our presenter have presented all the chapters. My policy review will be on the physical aspect, emergency response, and social aspect as well. So from the physical aspect, I want to talk on the 3 major policy documents. That is Dhaka plan, which is consist of Dhaka structure plan and detail area plan, and then building construction rules, building code. And now we are at the final stage of preparing the detail area plan, which is the main instrument for land use control and protection of our sensitive areas. And then building construction rule and building code we have. We have also emergency response. For emergency response, we have some of the legal documents available, which are, I think, which can contribute in emergency response, like TI Act 1952, Local Government Act 2009, Wetland Protection Act, Private Residential Land Development Rules, Earthquake Emergency Plan, Contingency Plan for TCC, which was prepared under CDMP project, and then Environmental Conservation Act. And for social awareness and social aspect, we need to have a program for advocacy for social awareness. In that way, we can think of building a seismic resilient city by enforcing those instruments and those guidelines given in in the mentioned policy guidelines. Detailed area plan, as I mentioned, it is under preparation, and which is at the last stage of getting approval. I think we need strong enforcement, and we have a lot of rules and regulation, and where we see the gap, that is the gap of enforcement. Really, we have not enough capacity to enforce the proposal stated in the plans or mentioned in the rules and regulation. So from our research, we are strongly propose to enforce the proposal of detailed area plan to protect our ecologically sensitive areas like floodplains area, wetland around the Dhaka city. And development control, it is only the Raju who has the mandate to protect, which has the only mandate to ensure the development control as per the plan said in the detailed area plan. Next, risk-sensitive land use planning practice. It is also under preparation by Raju, where the risk-sensitive issues are considered for the Dhaka city. I think it will be a great contribution for developing our city as risk-sensitive planning and resilient city, building a resilient city. And hopefully it will be finalized very soon. And then our national building code is already approved, and one of the key issue still missing, that is establishment of Bangladesh Building Regulatory Authority, BBRA, which is the main factor of implementing Bangladesh National Building Code. So we, from the civil society and from the professional organization, we are advocating for establishing this Bangladesh Building Regulatory Authority, so that all the cities and urban areas can implement the BNBC 2020 easily. And we also advocating for training of professionals, site supervisor and construction worker for smooth implementation of BNBC, which will also contribute to develop a resilient city. And then a very important document is building construction rules of 2008. This is the main instrument for reducing the vulnerability of buildings, where we assess the whole document, and our proposal will be for giving the third-party supervision in the field level to avoid violation of building construction. As you know, in Bangladesh, especially in the Dhaka city, the buildings are not properly approved. Even the approved buildings are very frequently violating the approved plan, which is approved by the Building Construction Committee. So our proposal will be for third-party supervision. And in the present context, in the present scenario, BC Committee, Building Construction Committee, approves only the architectural drawing. We need to consider the safety issue, and we need to give a proper importance on the safety issue. Considering that safety issue, structural drawing, electrical drawing, need to be also approved by the Raju, so that it will contribute in building a resilient city. We did a review. Actually, this review was done by me in 2017 on earthquake contingency plan that was prepared under the same CDMP. This contingency plan was prepared for Dhaka city. In that plan, we wanted to know the effectiveness of that contingency plan. And I interviewed 26 professionals and academicians about this ECP, earthquake contingency plan, but the result was not very satisfactory or encouraging. It was very demoralizing result we got at that time, because even the DCC people, they are not aware about their contingency plan, as it was prepared under the CDMP, and DCC or the DNCC and DSCC at that time, when it was prepared, it was only DCC, and they were not very much engaged with this preparing process. So they were not very much aware about this plan. So what is my proposal, or our proposal from this research? Our proposal is to prepare a citywide assessment, and then make a contingency plan, engaging city corporation, all the Department of Health, and the emergency worker as well. And what we already published from this group, we have presented 6 papers in a conference, earthquake conference in Japan, and published some other 3 papers in other journals. So around 9 papers were already published, or published in the conference proceedings and other international national journals. My concluding remarks: this method which we developed to get a comprehensive scenario is not a perfect one, may not be a perfect one. It has the scope of improvement, but still it is it can be a good contribution for in the development of a methodology which will give you a comprehensive idea about the vulnerability of a city. And under this project, one of our main outcome is capacity improvement that was done in the Jahangirnagar University from this group. Knowledge sharing between Tohoku University and Jahangirnagar University. We had some limitation from source and time point of view, and our future plan is to continue this effort and this research. And we did just one detailed assessment in the word level, word number 30. It can be replicated, or it can be followed for other words also, so that we can test our methodology and also improve if necessary. And lastly, what I can say, for Dhaka city, we need a city-wide assessment to get the comprehensive result or comprehensive scenario from the seismic point of view, so that our city institutions, for example, Dhaka City Corporation or Rajdhani Unnayan Kortripokho, they can get prepared for any kind of disaster, so that we can make a better city management and we can get a better city. Thank you very much.